So, bacteria are basically unicellular microscopic organisms. They lack nucleus in their cell. Okay, and bacteria are ubiquitous, they're found everywhere. Or you can also consider them to be omnipresent. Mosses grow at moist places. Mosses are nothing but bryophytes. They grow in moist places and they need water to reproduce. They grow on land, but they need water for reproduction. Hence, bryophytes are said to be the amphibians of plant kingdom. Okay. Ferns are basically your pteridophytes. They grow in damp and shady areas. Flowering plants are again classified into gymnosperms and angiosperms. Gymnosperms, they have naked seeds. Okay, why? Because here the seeds are not enclosed in fruit. Angiosperms, they have well developed structures of roots, stems, leaves, along with flowers and seeds. Seeds are the reproductive structures. Gymnosperms are either tall trees or bushes, and instead of flowers, they produce cones. Okay, and therefore that's the reason gymnosperms are also called as conifers. Okay, angiosperms are plants with well developed roots, stems, and leaves. They produce seeds. These seeds are enclosed within a fruit. Now, all this that we have discussed in this slide, this is under natural system of classification, how plants have been classified. Okay, now coming to the artificial system, we know based on the size, plants are classified into herbs, shrubs, and trees, and based on the life cycle or lifespan as annuals, biennials, perennials, 1 year, 2 years, more than 2 years. Okay, if you see the redwood tree of California, it survives for around 2000 years, so it comes under perennials. Okay, based on habitat, place they survive or they grow, they are classified as mesophytes, hydrophytes, and xerophytes. Based on the mode of nutrition, they are classified into autotrophs and heterotrophs. Under heterotrophs, again two separate headings: parasites, saprophytes. Saprophytes are the plants which feed on dead and decaying organic matter. Okay, best example is your fungus. Coming to animals, all animals can be classified into vertebrates and invertebrates based on presence or absence of vertebral column or backbone. Invertebrates are again classified into various phyla: Porifera, Cnidaria, poriferans, porous forming or porous animals. They have pores on their surface. Cnidaria is coelenterata, platyhelminthes, flatworms, nemathelminthes, roundworms, annelida, segmented worms, arthropoda, insects, mollusca, shelled organisms, echinodermata, spiny scale animals. Okay, porifera, they have osculum. If you remember, a very large opening which is present. If this is the structure of a sponge, it has a very big mouth like structure, that is osculum, and on its body surface it has pores. What is the function of this osculum? It helps in entry of water and exit of waste. Constant water flow through their bodies to obtain food and oxygen and to remove waste. They have many pores all over the body. Cnidarians have a tube like body and only one opening, that is mouth, and this mouth is surrounded by finger like structures called tentacles. Best examples are your hydra, jellyfish, sea anemone. Okay, around the mouth they have these finger like projections called tentacles. Platyhelminthes, these are simplest worms. Mostly these flatworms are parasites, okay, found in marine and freshwater. Nemathelminthes are worms with an unsegmented and bilaterally symmetrical body. Most of these are parasites and they live in human intestine. Annelids, these are segmented worms. They are bilaterally symmetrical. They have special organs of excretion known as nephridia. Example, earthworms. Okay, polychaete worms. They belong to this annelida. Leeches. Okay. Arthropods are insects. These are segmented, bilaterally symmetrical body divided into three regions: head, thorax, and abdomen. Based on whether the head, thorax, and abdomen are fused, whether they have wings, how many pairs of legs they have, they are again classified into different classes: arachnids, crustaceans, myriapods, and insects. And the common feature about all the arthropods is presence of jointed legs. Okay, paired appendages that are seen. Coming to mollusks, these have shells, therefore they are called as shelled organisms. They have soft, unsegmented body with an hard shell. Either it can be external or internal shell. Now if you see octopus, it has an internal shell. Okay, but some, like your snails, they have external coiled shell, right? Echinoderms, these are spinous scaled animals. They have sharp spines like starfish, okay, or the brittle star, sea cucumbers, the sand dollars. They all come under echinoderms. Vertebrates are classified into five classes. Pisces, most of the fish, unlike your whales and dolphins, which belong to the class Mammalia. Amphibians, these are they grow both on land and water. Reptilia and aves, which are your birds. Vertebrates belong to only a single phylum. All vertebrates, that is chordata. All vertebrates belong to the phylum chordata. Okay. Pisces fishes are cold-blooded animals. What are cold-blooded animals? These animals, in these animals, with change in external environment's temperature, even their body temperature changes. Okay, they have a streamlined body covered with scales. They breathe with gills, and majority of fish have scales for protection. Coming to amphibians, they are also cold-blooded. Reptilia are also cold-blooded. Only aves, that is birds and mammals, are warm-blooded. Okay, try to understand Pisces, reptiles, amphibians. All three are warm-blooded. Sorry, cold-blooded. I'm sorry, while mammals and aves are warm blooded. Okay, human beings, we are warm blooded, we belong to mammalia or mammals class. Okay, and even aves, that is your birds, they are also warm blooded. Okay, amphibians are cold blooded animals which live both on land and water. They breathe through lungs if they are present on land, and if they are present on in water, then they use skin for breathing. They always lay their eggs in water. Since they are egg laying, they are said to be oviparous. Okay. Reptilia are cold blooded land animals with scales on their body. They breathe through lungs and reproduce by laying eggs. Aves, their body is covered with feathers. Forelimbs are modified into wings for flying. Hind limbs are adapted for walking, perching, or swimming. They have beaks, they do not have any teeth. Okay. And in birds, aves, the skeleton is very light so that they can fly easily. Why is the skeleton very light? Because the bones are filled with air cavities. Okay, making the birds fly in air, making them like so that they can easily fly in air. Hence, the skeletal system is light in weight. Okay, mammals are warm-blooded. They are hairy animals. They give birth to young ones, so therefore they are said to be viviparous, except one, that is your duck-billed platypus. Okay, it's the only mammal which lays eggs. Duck-billed platypus. It is oviparous. Okay, and they produce milk to feed them, and this milk is produced by specialized glands known as mammary glands, hence the name mammals. Okay, most mammals have external ears, nose, and possess specialized teeth. Okay, so since we have summarized whatever we learned in the past videos, now let's start solving few questions for better understanding. And even by solving questions, you can easily get the concept. Um you can test your understanding of the concept, and even the concept gets registered in your brain. Okay, so first let's begin with fill in the blanks. Okay, each class is divided into different groups called. Okay, before this, again, let me talk about this. We have kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. There are different species. Okay, some species, a group of species belong to a genera, right? A group of genera belong to family. Group of families belong to a order. Okay, group of species are kept in one genus. Like that, you have several genus. Okay, group of genus are placed in one family. The same way, group of families are placed in one order. Okay, now let's read this question. Each class is divided into different groups called. Each class is again divided into different groups known as order. Okay, the basic unit of classification is species, right? Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, which is the lowest rank, species, topmost rank, kingdom. So, which is the basic unit of classification, species. King, place with clever officers for great success. Okay, so basic unit of classification is species. The plant kingdom is divided into two divisions. What are they? Cryptogams and phanerogams. Dash is known as father of modern taxonomy. Carolus Linnaeus, Carl Linnaeus, and even he proposed the binomial system of nomenclature. Carl Linnaeus developed a system of binomial nomenclature where an organism is given a name, where each name consists of two parts. The first name is the generic name or genus, and the second name is the species it belongs to. Plants in which a seed has only one seed leaf. Seed leaf is nothing but, I'm sorry, seed leaf is also known as cotyledon. Okay, seed leaf is nothing but a cotyledon. So plants in which a seed has only one seed or one cotyledon, they are monocots. Examples include your rice, wheat, barley, etc. Naked seed plants are called gymnosperms. Plants that grow on arid or dry land are called xerophytes. Xero means dry conditions. Plants which live in water are called hydrophytes. Hydro, water. Heterotrophs are non-green plants. Okay. Give one example of annual plant. Annual plant means that completes its life cycle within an year. Rice, or you can give wheat. Okay. Saprophytic plant, fungus. You can give example of any fungus like your rhizopus, mucor. Okay. Non-flowering plants. Non-flowering plants can be your thallophytes, bryophytes, or pteridophytes. Any example you can give. Terrace, or if you're talking about bryophyte, Markensia or mosses. Okay, anything. Xerophytic plant, cactus or acacia is a xerophytic plant. Water plant, lotus, water lily, eichhornia, water lily, hydrilla, all this come under water plants. Okay. Invertebrates with jointed legs belong to which phylum? Arthropoda, right? An animal that gives birth to young ones is said to be viviparous. Fish breathe through gills. Dash can live both on land and water. Amphibians. Dash can fly in air. Aves. Right? Or you can say the aerial animals. Because animals are classified under artificial system of classification on the basis of mode of life. If you remember, they're classified as terrestrial animals, aquatic animals, arboreal animals, aerial animals, and burrowing animals. Aerial animals are those that can fly in air, right? Carl Linnaeus is considered as father of taxonomy or modern taxonomy. More specifically, we can say modern taxonomy. Dash helps in the study of living organisms in a systematic way. Classification. Dash belongs to the kingdom Monera. Who belongs to the kingdom Monera? Bacteria. Green plants are called dash as they make their own food. They are called as autotrophs because they have a specific pigment known as chlorophyll. Animals without a backbone are referred to as invertebrates. They lack the vertebral column. The kingdom dash consists of unicellular organisms other than bacteria. Bacteria belongs to the kingdom Monera, but there is another kingdom which has unicellular organisms other than bacteria. That is your kingdom Protista. But then, what is the difference between Monera and Protista? In Monera, or in the kingdom Monera, which includes bacteria, the cells lack nucleus, whereas Protista consists of unicellular organisms, and here the cells have nucleus. Okay, the organisms belonging to Dash kingdom have chlorophyll. Kingdom Plantae, all the members of Plantae do have chlorophyll. Okay, Groups of similar genera are grouped together into. For this, you can refer this. Groups of similar genera, they're kept together under one family. Yes or no? See, try to understand. Let me draw here. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. There are n number of species. Okay, let's assume. Now these three are resembling, these two are resembling each other, these four are resembling each other. So they are kept in genus 1, genus sorry, genus 2, genus 3. Okay. Now again these two genus are more similar. Genus 1 and genus 2. They're kept in same family, family 1. Now this is kept in a separate family, family 2. Now both family 1 and family 2 are very similar, hence they're kept in order 1. Now see the question here. Group of similar genera. Genera 1 and genera 2 are similar. They're kept grouped together and kept in a family. Okay. Closely related species resembling each other are grouped together into a genus. Genera is plural. Okay. Similar families are grouped together into order. That's why understanding it is very important and you need to write in the same order. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Again, I'm explaining. Let's assume there are five species, out of which, or let's assume there are seven species, okay, out of which three are very close to, these three are resembling each other, these two are resembling each other, and these two are resembling. Hence, they are kept under, these three are kept under genus 1, these two are kept under genus 2, and these three under genus 3. Now, these members are resembling each other and are kept under family 1, and this is kept under family 2. Now, these two are resembling one order. They are kept in order one. Now, what are they asking? Groups of similar genera. Similar genera are placed in a single family. Groups of similar species. I'm sorry. Similar species are kept in one genus. Group of similar families are kept in an order. Okay. In binomial system, dash forms the first part, genus, and species form the second part of the name. Clear? Dash are simple plants that do not have chlorophyll in them. These are plants that do not have chlorophyll. If you see under plantae, we have classified thallophytes, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms, right? Angiosperms have chlorophyll, gymnosperms have chlorophyll, pteridophytes have chlorophyll, bryophytes have chlorophyll. In thallophytes, we have bacteria, algae, fungi. Fungi, they do not have any chlorophyll at all. Bacteria, some might have. Okay. In dash, the seeds are not enclosed in a fruit. In gymnosperms, the dash of ferns grow under the ground. If you remember, in ferns, ferns are nothing but your pteridophytes. In these members, roots are well developed, leaves are also well developed, and they are specially known as fronds in pteridophytes. And stem is underground stem, and this underground stem, you call it as rhizome in pteridophytes. So dash of ferns grow underground the stem, or you can call it as rhizome. Fungi reproduce by spores. Okay, animals, even fungi, they reproduce by spores. Okay, like your ferns. The animals without a backbone, whose body is, if they do not have a backbone, they are invertebrates, whose body is soft and often covered by hard shell. They are basically your mollusks. Invertebrates with jointed legs belong to, this we have already discussed, arthropoda. Fish obtain oxygen from water through gills. Vertebrates which spend a part of their life on land and reproduce in water are amphibians. Best examples of your amphibians are what? Frogs, toads, salamanders. Don't salamanders look like lizards and you might think they are reptiles. No, they are amphibians. Okay. Write true or false for the following statements. So fill in the blanks are done. Any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. And before seeing this video, please do watch all the parts, part 1, 2, 3, 4, and even listen to the summary so that you can easily recapitulate whatever we learned, and you can like choose the right answers, or you can opt for the right answers. Okay. Okay, write true or false for the following statement. System of classification of living things is called taxonomy. Yes. Okay. It is the study of classification, naming, and identifying an organism. Each family is divided into many species. Let's see that. Each family, if you see here, each family is again divided into many species. No, into many genera. This is false. Okay. Cats and tigers are from the same family. Yes, cats, tigers, lions, they belong to the same family, Felidae. So the statement is true. Genera is the plural of genus. True. Cuscata is a parasitic plant. Yes, true. Flower bearing plants are called angiosperms. Yes. Mango is a biennial tree. No, it's a perennial tree. Shrubs are bushy and woody plants. Okay. Biennials live for more than 2 years. False. They live only for 2 years. Bryophytes grow in dry areas. No, that's false. They grow in moist areas. Plants that have seeds in cones are called ferns. False. They are called gymnosperms or conifers because they are cones. Uh, Cones are the reproductive structures here. Okay. Dicotyledonous plants have seeds with two cotyledons. True. Perennial plants continue to grow and produce seeds every year. Yes. And that means these perennial plants, they grow, they produce flowers, they produce seeds, and they won't die. Again, they grow, produce flowers, seeds. So every year they do that. But annuals are those plants which grow, produce flowers, produce seeds, and then they immediately die. Okay. Pteridophytes grow in damp and shady areas. True. Protists are single celled organisms without a nucleus is false. They do have a nucleus. Example is your amoeba, paramecium, right? They have nucleus in them, right? Organisms belonging to the kingdom fungi do not have chlorophyll. True. Modern scientists have divided the living world into five kingdoms. Yes. Earlier system of classification was classifying organisms into animals and plants. That's it. But the modern system is the five kingdom system of classification proposed by R.H. Whitaker. Species is the largest unit. False. It is the smallest unit of classification. Members of same family can breed among themselves. False. Members of same species. Okay. Spirogyra and volvox are examples of, I'm sorry, are examples of bryophytes. False. Spirogyra and volvox are algae. Algae belongs to Thallophyta. Okay. Again, I'm sorry, spelling mistake. Bryophytes have root-like structures called rhizoids instead of roots. True. Instead of roots, mosses have rhizoids. True. Mosses or bryophytes are the same. Okay. Leaves of pteridophytes are called sori. No, false. Not leaves. Spore-bearing structures of pteridophytes. Spore-bearing structures of pteridophytes are called sori. Okay. The lower side of the leaves of ferns bear sori. True. Fish have fins, scales, and they breathe through gills. True. Reptiles have a scaly skin. They lay eggs with a hard shell. Yes, correct. And are warm-blooded. No. I told you. Pisces, amphibians, reptiles. All these are cold-blooded. Aves, mammals are warm blooded. Okay, so this is false. Arthropods have a soft outer covering called endoskeleton. No, it's called exoskeleton. And it is not soft, it is a tough covering. Okay, a tapeworm is a flatworm that lives in the human intestine. True, and it is a parasite. Insects belong to the amphibian groups. No, amphibians are basically vertebrates. Okay, while your insects are invertebrates. First thing. And second thing is insects belong to arthropoda. So the statement is false. Okay. Now tick the correct option. So even true or false, we have I have given whether the statement is true or false, and if it's a false statement, we have corrected it as well. Okay. Tick the correct option. Smallest unit of classification is species. Largest will be kingdom. Okay. Under one order of organisms, there are many. Again, go back and see. Under one order, there can be many families. Yes or no? Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Again, I'm giving you the same example. Let's assume these three species are similar. These three, these two are similar, and these two are similar. So that's the reason they belong to genus 1, these belong to genus 2, these belong to genus 3. Now these two are again similar. They are placed under one family, and this is placed separately in family 2. Now what's the question here? Under one order of organisms, under one order, if let's assume these two are very similar, they're kept under one order, there are many families. Under one order you have many families, under one family you have many genus, under one genus you can have many species. That is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Yes or no? They are separate genus, right? So under one order there are many families. The largest unit of classification, kingdom. On onion and garlic are from the same family. Which family? Liliaceae, if you remember. Okay, onion and garlic. In the same way, uh, like your cat, tiger, and lion, they belong to the same family. Felidae. Beans, grams, all these belong to same family. Which family? Fabaceae. Okay. Mosses come under the group Bryophyta. Neem and banyan tree come under dash category perennial. They survive more than 2 years. Okay, which of the following is a xerophyte? Xerophyte means which grows in dry conditions. Not lotus, not hydrilla, not mustard is a mesophyte. Acacia. Okay, lotus and hydrilla are hydrophytes. Perennial plants live for more than 1 year. Wrong. 2 years. No. Sorry. The question is they live for more than 2 years. Yes. Okay. They can live for more than 2 years. Which of the following is a mammal? Whale is a mammal. Okay, eagle belongs to aves. Lizard, reptile. Frog, amphibian. Whales, mammals. Which of the following is not a reptile? Crocodile is a reptile. Lizard is a reptile. Tortoise is a reptile. Salamanders, frogs, both are amphibians. Eagles, they are aves. Okay, so salamander is the correct option. It's not a reptile. Tick the group amoeba belongs to. Amoeba belongs to what? Protozoa. Earthworms and leech are from the group of Annelida because they are segmented worms. I told you in my class while explaining also that please remember the common names. Annelids, they are called as segmented worms. Platyhelminthes is are called flatworms. Nemathelminthes, roundworms. Echinoderms, they are considered as spiny skilled animals. Mollusks, shelled animals in that way. Okay. So earthworms and leech, they come under Annelida. Which of the following is an amphibian? Eagle, no. Toad is an amphibian. Cow, mammal. Eagle, aves. Whale is also a mammal. Animals which possess a vertebral column are called vertebrates. Tentacles are present in Hydra. Okay. In cnidarians, you usually find the presence of tentacles. Sponges are poriferans. Snails are mollusks. Frog is an amphibian. Which animal can live both on land and in water? Amphibians live both on land and water. Frog is an amphibian. Okay, fishes, they are pisces. Snake is a reptile. Crocodile is also a reptile. Animals whose body is divided into head, thorax, and abdomen are arthropods. That's the reason, based on whether this head, thorax, and abdomen are they fused or are they present separately, they are again classified into four classes. Do you remember, students? We discussed about arachnids, crustaceans, myriapods, and finally insects. Okay, so arthropods is the right answer for this. Single cell microscopic animals are called protozoa. They are microscopic single celled and they do have nucleus in their cells. Example amoeba, paramecium, entamoeba, plasmodium. right? Living organism belonging to the kingdom Monera. Monera, who belongs to the kingdom Monera? Bacteria, right? Bacteria are unicellular, okay. So the other options are wrong. And bacteria, do they have nucleus? No. A single cell without a nucleus is the right option. All organisms belong to the kingdom fungi are saprophytic. They are heterotrophic, but specifically they are saprophytic. Largest unit of classification is kingdom. Smallest unit, species. Till now we have this question came many times, right? A king place with clever officers for great success. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Binomial system of naming organisms was given by Carl Linnaeus. An example of a flowering plant. If you know, yeast is a fungus. It's a unicellular fungus. It belongs to Thallophyta, right? Spirogyra is a algae. It also belongs to Thallophyta. Fern is a pteridophyte. Now, pteridophytes and thallophytes, both of them are cryptogams. Cryptogams means non-flowering plants. Rice is a monocot. Monocots come under angiosperms, and angiosperms are part of phanerogams. Right? So, correct answer is flowering plant is rice. Well developed roots, stems, and leaves are present in. Bryophytes, do they have well developed roots? No, they have root like structures known as rhizoids. So this is wrong. Again, bryophytes are given? No, no. Ferns, do they have root stems and leaves? Yes, they have leaves where they are called as fronds, stem which is underground stem known as rhizome. Gymnosperms have well developed root stems and leaves, even angiosperms have, right? So this is the right option. In angiosperms, flowers and are well developed and seeds are produced within the fruit. In gymnosperms, there are no such structures as flowers, but cones are the reproductive structures, and seeds are exposed. Hence, they are said to be naked seeded plants. Okay. Biennials complete their life cycle in 2 years. Plants that need maximum water to grow, hydrophytes. Mesophytes, they need moderate climatic conditions. Xerophytes, they need dry conditions. But hydrophytes, they need more amount of water. Okay, so answer is hydrophytes. Parasites and saprophytes belong to which group? Heterotrophs. If you remember, based on mode of nutrition, artificial system of classification classifies plants as autotrophs, heterotrophs. Heterotrophs again can be classified into parasites and saprophytes, right? The arm-like structures present around the opening of cnidarians are called tentacles, which help in catching the food. Annelids have these are segmented organisms, so this option is wrong, okay? And they are bilaterally symmetrical, not laterally symmetrical. This is wrong. They are not cylindrical, okay? So they are soft, segmented, bilaterally symmetrical body. Okay. Organs of excretion in Annelida are nephridia. Kidneys are in human beings. Right. Suckers are the structures that help in attachment of the parasite to the host. Lungs are for breathing, organs of breathing. But here they asked for organs of excretion, so nephridia. Okay. The body temperature of warm-blooded animals. What are warm-blooded animals? Internal temperature always remains constant. It does not change with external temperature. Does not change with the change in the temperature of environment. They are called warm-blooded. Examples: aves, mammals. Remaining all classes, spices, amphibians, and reptiles, they belong to cold-blooded. Okay. Bones with large air spaces are present in birds so that they can easily fly. Okay. Milk in the body of mammals is produced by mammary glands. And the last bit for this unit, scorpions and spiders are. Scorpions and spiders, they belong to arthropoda, right? And if they belong to arthropoda, that means they are invertebrates. Now, in arthropoda, they belong to which class? If you remember, spiders and scorpions, they have 8 legs, right? 4 pairs of legs. And here, head and thorax is fused. They belong to arachnids, right? Insects, they have wings. No such structure is seen. Myriapods, they are segmented, but scorpions and spiders are not segmented. Crustaceans, they have variable number of jointed legs. But scorpions and spiders, they have 8 legs. So they are arachnids. They belong to arachnids. Okay. Now coming to match the following. Let's see. Bread mold, spirogyra, moss, fern, gymnosperms are given. Okay. We know bread mold is a fungus. So it's a saprophyte. Gymnosperms, they have naked seeds. Right. Rhizoids are present in bryophytes, root-like structures. Moss is a bryophyte. Ferns, they have leaves with spores. The spore-bearing structures are called sori. And Spirogyra has chlorophyll. It's an algae. Okay. And this chlorophyll is present in spiral-shaped chloroplast. Chloroplast structure. If you remember, we have shown you the diagram also of Spirogyra, where it has this spiral chloroplasts. Okay. Next, mollusks, sponges, flatworms, mammals, fish, cnidarians, arthropods. Feed milk to young ones. Obviously, they are mammals. Bag-like body with tentacles, sac-like or bag-like. Then they are cnidarians or coelenterates. Fins, gills, and they are cold-blooded. Fish, body with large opening and many small pores all over. Sponges, and this large opening is only known as osculum. Hard shell, soft body, mollusks, right? Soft body without a body cavity and one opening, flatworms. Jointed legs, arthropods, right? Next, here they have given the examples and they have given the classes and phyla. Porifera, sponges, sponge, or your cycons, spongilla, Venus flower basket, all these belong to porifera. Mollusks, snails, octopus, cuttlefish, oysters, mussels, all these belong to mollusca. Butterfly, it's arthropoda. Insects, houseflies, butterflies, spiders, crab, sorry, all this come under arthropoda. Okay. Toad, toads and frogs are amphibians. Toads, frogs, salamanders. Okay. Lizard, reptilia. Snakes, lizards, turtles, tortoise, all this come under reptiles. Starfish, echinoderm. Okay, so so we have come to the end of this video where we have summarized what we have learned in the past 4 videos. And we have solved few questions based on the concepts. I hope you have understood. And if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comments. Do watch part 1 to 4 and then try to solve the questions. Any doubts, let me know in the comments. If you like my content, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Enjoy the process of learning. Bye bye. Have a good day.